On February 1st, President Trump signed an executive order implementing an additional 10% tariff on goods imported from China that enter the United States starting Tuesday, February 4th. Here's what you need to know about how this affects the consumer fireworks industry and what steps you can take to minimize the impact on your next wholesale fireworks order. For starters, the executive order applies to all products from China, without exception. Now, current on-hand inventory is not impacted, and the executive order has a provision excluding inventory that was already loaded onto a vessel or in transit before February 1st. Thankfully, we have already received a significant amount of inventory to start the 2025 season, and the vast majority of items that we're currently offering for pre-order to wholesale customers are already in transit on shipping vessels, which provides a buffer period before most prices are impacted. Just to clarify exactly how tariffs like this work, importers like us pay tariffs to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Service based on the value of goods being imported. This is paid as each shipment is processed before arriving at a U.S. port of entry and becomes part of our landed cost of goods. Tariffs are included in the calculation we use to set pricing, along with amounts paid for manufacturing, overseas shipping, brokerage fees, and even exchange rate adjustments. But since we expect these new tariffs to be temporary, we're passing them along as closely as possible to actual cost rather than applying normal markup. Even so, on average, our wholesale prices will increase about 4%. You'll start to see that as we sell through on-hand stock and move into newly imported inventory that's subject to these tariffs. We already updated wholesale prices effective February 3rd for a handful of pre-order items that have not yet loaded for shipment from China, since those are the first products impacted. For customers who have already placed orders that include these items, we are honoring the existing pricing on your order. Moving forward, prices will be adjusted on an item-by-item basis as we transition into inventory received with the additional tariff. And we understand that any price increase is unpleasant, but we're committed to treating you fairly and communicating as transparently as possible about how current events impact all of us. We will increase prices only when necessary, only to the extent necessary to cover these costs, and only for as long as they are needed. Our best recommendation at the moment, if you shop wholesale with us, is to place your order as early as possible to minimize the number of items that are impacted by these new tariffs. Orders placed by the end of February can also take advantage of our early ship sale for an extra 10% off, which more than offsets any price increases. You can find more information about that at superiorfireworks.com/wholesale. If you have any additional questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team here at Superior Fireworks.